I give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we thank Special Envoy Gab Peterson and the OCHA Assistant Secretary General Joyce Musia for their comprehensive briefings and update. Pakistan values its historic ties with the brotherly people of Syria, who have endured immense hardship due to internal divisions and external interventions. The Prime Minister of Pakistan has welcomed Mr. Ahmad al-Shara's assumption of office as President during this transitional phase. The recent political developments present an opportunity to restore normalcy, stability, and peace in Syria. We hope the new leadership will guide Syria towards peace, stability, and prosperity. We take note of the assurance from the caretaker foreign minister today in Dubai that a new government will be launched on March 1st and will represent the Syrian people as much as possible and take its diversity into account. Mr. President, we also recognize the efforts of regional and international partners in supporting Syria's stability. In this regard, Pakistan welcomes the Riyadh meetings on Syria hosted by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on 12 January 2025. Such initiatives play an important role in advancing dialogue, fostering an inclusive and peaceful political transition, and supporting Syria's reconstruction within the framework of a Syrian-led and Syrian-owned process. Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity must be fully respected. Israel's continued military actions and its declared intent to maintain an indefinite presence in the areas of separation are blatant violations of the 1974 disengagement agreement. These illegal actions must be condemned, and Syria's territorial integrity must be upheld, including through Israeli withdrawal from the areas of separation as well as from the occupied Golan Heights. Mr. President, the key principles of UN Security Council Resolution 2254 can serve as useful guidelines in promoting political inclusion and internal consensus. A strong and unified national security framework is key to ensuring Syria's long-term stability and preventing external interference. We are concerned at the reported continuation of incidents of violence in various parts of Syria. Syria must not become a safe haven for terrorism. The presence of foreign fighters and groups with known terrorist affiliation require vigilance. Any resurgence of Al-Qaeda and ISIS and their affiliated groups must be prevented. We are also concerned at reports of the inclusion of foreign terrorist groups in Syria's governing and security structure. No foreign fighters or armed entities, such as those in northeast Syria, should be allowed to operate outside the state's control. The monitoring team of the 1267 Sanctions Committee should continue to assess and report on the situation. Mr. President, the humanitarian situation remains dire. Over 16.5 million Syrians require urgent assistance, making this one of the worst humanitarian crises in recent history. Food insecurity, a collapsing healthcare system, and a struggling education sector require immediate international attention and support. Yet, humanitarian funding remains severely inadequate, as we have heard. The international community must step up its efforts to meet Syria's urgent humanitarian needs and support long-term recovery. Sanctions remain a major obstacle to Syria's recovery. Unilateral sanctions originally imposed on the past leadership now primarily harm the Syrian people. These must be reassessed and reviewed to facilitate economic recovery and humanitarian relief. And UN sanctions should also be periodically reviewed to ensure that they do not impede Syria's reconstruction while maintaining vigilance against terrorist-affiliated entities. A balanced and pragmatic approach is needed to address both the economic hardships and the humanitarian crisis. In conclusion, Mr. President, the path to peace and stability in Syria requires a credible political transition, national unity, and an inclusive governance framework. The international community must remain engaged and constructive in supporting this process. Pakistan stands firmly with the brotherly people and the resilient people of Syria. Thank you.
I thank the representative of Pakistan.